Buying a home is one of the most important decisions you will ever make in your lifetime. The lender that you choose is so important. And that is just one of the many reasons why we have partnered with Responsive Mortgage and Loree Jones, so that we can make sure your next home purchase, your next process of buying the biggest investment of your life goes as smooth as possible. So today we have Loree Jones with Responsive Mortgage.
Thank you.
Loree, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
It's always nice catching up and chatting with you. And so just want to kind of get your perspective on, you've been in the business for how long now?
9 years today.
9 years today.
Today is my anniversary.
Happy 9-year anniversary.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
You.
So you've got plenty of experience in the industry. You've been in a few different companies. Just share with us what you found at Responsive that makes it a good fit for you.
I think one of the biggest differences is the ability to communicate with the entire team through the process. We've got supporting operations staff, underwriters, processors that are just so hands-on.
Yeah.
It's less corporate. There's less, you have to talk to this person and this person, which really makes a unique experience for myself. So I know that translates to all the other people involved.
And then allows to provide that more personalized service for the clients as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, I know that when we decided to partner together at Responsive, it was one of the things that was a really good fit when we started talking about this opportunity was it allowed us. So at Matt Smith Real Estate Group, our core focus is changing lives. And we are blessed to be able to help people with the biggest purchase and sale of their lives every single day. And having a great strategic lender partner is a crucial part of that. And so anytime that we could have someone that was aligned with our values like Loree, and Responsive too, the partners that we have at Responsive, just the alignment of people that have similar values and are in this to really make an impact in people's lives.
Absolutely. I see that every single day when I'm working with our team on internals, even just higher level of executives. We all have that same goal.
Yeah, so. I love it. So when we mentioned like the values of people that we work with and alignment, one of the things that really stood out to for me about you personally was the more I got to know you, the more I understood that you were in alignment with our values. You're aligned with our values and our principles and our mission of changing lives. And it's really, really cool that we're able to do that, not just in the real estate space now, but now through the mortgage space.
Right.
And so I'm just curious from your perspective, when I say like we're in alignment in values, what does that mean to you?
Well, for me, I know that my business over these last 9 years has always been focused on the customer's experience. Coming from a previous company where I was pulling online leads, I wasn't making that face-to-face connection, but to be able to retain them as customers for 9 years has really shown that my care for them as individuals comes through my experience for them.
Yeah.
So seeing that you guys really care about your clients the way I care about mine, and that we do go the extra mile. Yep. We strive for excellence. We care truly about those relationships. It just meant everything to work with you guys.
Yeah, I love it, and it's just a perfect mesh that we believe in the same thing.
Yeah.
We want to take care of people and take care of them at a high level. And I also think that this just allows us to make a bigger impact, right? Now, you could do it in mortgage before, but now you can help on the real estate side too, and vice versa for us.
Absolutely.
I want to kind of go deeper on like Responsive. So like if someone is listening right now and then they're saying Responsive Mortgage, Loree, like she's great, but why should we use Responsive? What would you tell them?
I would tell them there are a lot of people out there you can trust with your finances, but a lot of those people aren't going to care about you after the transaction. Not only do I care about my clients before, but during and after. I know you guys are really great about following up with those clients after closing, and I feel like I do the same.
Yeah.
So I'm always watching out. Are rates dropping? Who can I call? Who can benefit? Even if it's checking in, birthdays. I'm friends with you on Facebook. Happy anniversary. I truly care about them because these are impactful decisions, and it's not just a number to me. It's a long-term relationship.
I love it. And it's so many people I think discount that we are blessed to be able to help people with the biggest purchase of their lives. Right? Like this is where them and their family are going to live. Wake up every morning in this place that we're able to help them find, finance, etc. It's a really big deal that they trust us in that. And so I love that you're focused on the people and the relationships. It makes a big difference.
I mean, people who go to their financial advisors, those are usually family friends that are recommended to them because those are the people that they trust. It's not just about the money and the cost and, this person costs this much. It's truly I can trust this person because they were referred to me, and I value that same type of relationship.
I love that. What's even cooler is because I get to see behind the curtain, and so as much as it is about the relationships and the people, and less about the numbers, what is cool about this relationship is that also we can provide the best numbers in most cases, right? And we can give them the best rates and the best deal and the best service and a great relationship. And so it's crazy that it almost sounds too good to be true.
Absolutely.
Right? We have all of these things working together in unison. So if someone were to reach out to you and say, what would the interest rate be? Like, it is so competitive, right? Because we are able to make those adjustments to give the client the best deal.
Yep, and it even opens up more opportunity for purchasing power because we're able to be competitive on the rate. I mean, that gives them more ability to shop and buy and find that right house.
Yeah, and just a pet peeve of mine. I think there's many great lenders out there, but just my experience, what I've witnessed is that sometimes lenders can tend to overpromise and underdeliver. And going back to the alignment, like, it's really cool that we want to do the opposite, right? Like, I want to surprise a client at closing, thinking they had to bring money for closing cost, and oh, by the way, we're able to have a lender credit. Surprise, you don't owe anything.
We did that last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you. We did that last week.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
It was a great experience for them, and continuing to provide those experiences is so important.
Yeah, I love it. And I've been a part of those closing tables as a real estate agent where the surprise was, hey, we thought you were gonna not have to bring money, but you actually owe $1,400.
Right.
And that's not as good of an experience as we thought you were gonna owe this money, but guess what? We took care of that for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I love that we have the freedom and flexibility to do that, and it really makes a big difference whenever someone is going to purchase a home. Number one, they can get pre-qualified with you in 10 minutes over the phone.
Right.
So you know what your buying power is, you know what loan type you qualify for, you know what your payment would be, all that stuff in as quick as 10 minutes. And then once you have that, with Loree's knowledge, you know that I'm going to be able to...
You have the tools. Yeah, you can make those decisions.
I know I'm going to be able to buy this place, right? And instead of, I think a lot of people maybe are scared to talk to a lender because they think it's going to be a big, drawn out process.
Or we're going to pull their credit, all the scary things.
Yep.
So.
And I just want to, I always say this all the time to like homeowners if they're thinking about selling a home and buying a home. It's never too early to meet with us.
No.
We want to help you build a plan. And I think the same thing goes for talking with a lender.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know if you don't know.
Right.
And it's always the best place to start is to call Loree, reach out to Responsive and say, hey, I think I want to buy a house. Where do I start? What do you think is important for people to know about Responsive, about if they're thinking about buying a home, getting into the process? What do you think is important for them to know?
About us as a company or just the process?
All of it.
So I think one of the biggest things is the process in general. Like Matt said, it's going to take 10 minutes or less. We're going to give you the knowledge to be able to make those financial decisions for your family. Can we afford this? What can we do with this? Because the last thing anyone wants to be told is you qualify today and then 10 days later, oh, we were wrong, you know, this came in. So really having the assurity with your pre-approval letter without the scariness behind, we're not going to pull your credit and ding it, we're not going to set you back any further. So to give you those tools so that you can make that decision on your own with your family, I think is just worlds different than those companies that will just give you a pre-approval letter because you called. It really kind of sets the client, we set the clients up for success in that manner, and it puts the ball in their court to make those financial decisions for their family.
100%. And again, it's the I get approved and I start looking for homes and I make an offer and all of a sudden, I don't qualify anymore.
Right.
Versus and that's where your expertise comes in, and Responsive, their expertise comes in is like, there's some that are clear cut, hey, you're good to go.
Right.
And here's your letter. But there's some that maybe, hey, we need to investigate a few things, or we need to verify this thing or that thing, so that you can make sure there aren't those uh-ohs a week down the road.
Well, and two, when we have those, we're going to have a clear line of communication. You know, I can't give you it this today, but this is why, and this is what I'm doing to get you there. And so it really helps keep the client motivated and excited, but also understanding this is why they aren't giving me the letter. It's not personal. So
that reminds me of a story that we talked about, and I think a lot of people struggle with this, and then maybe they're hesitant to reach out to a real estate agent or a lender because they think they don't qualify. And so it reminds me of, like, if literally after a 10-minute phone call with you, a client that unfortunately didn't qualify, but we were able to plug them into our program, and in 30 days they qualified and now they're able to buy a home.
Yep. Absolutely.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
So with Responsive, we partner with a fantastic credit repair and loan readiness company, and we work with them specifically because of their ability to help the clients quickly. It's not like these other long drawn out programs.
Yeah.
They get in, they see the nitty gritty, and they help the clients. Obviously, this is not a promise that everyone's credit will
Sure.
go up, but they will take a look and they will give you a game plan. So being able to get that client submitted, see their credit scores go up over 60 points in a matter of 30 days was such an accomplishment to that person.
Yeah.
They're now able to buy a home. Their scores are so high, we can finance the down payment. We have so many more options for them because they took the time to call ahead, do the work, and now they're qualified.
Yeah, so I want to break that down for those that maybe don't understand the full significance of that amazing story, because I think a lot of people could think, well, they went from not qualifying to qualifying, and certainly there are instances where that will happen. But I also think that what if you already qualify, but you can increase your score really easily, and now you can qualify for a better rate. You can qualify for that home that you want, maybe a better program like you mentioned. That is, you qualify for a program where we can give you down payment assistance so that you don't have to pay the down payment on your own.
Absolutely.
And there's so many options, like you said, tools, right, that it allows you to do just by actually, you get options as a buyer. I think so many people get stuck and they don't know what to do. And they get scared and they hesitate and they kind of panic of, there's so many options, I don't know where to start. I think what I hope people are taking from this is reach out to us here at Matt Smith Real Estate Group, reach out to Loree with Responsive Mortgage. We just want to help you, give you the information so you know where to start. Because I think a lot of people get stuck and maybe they think that they can't buy, or they think that it's going to be a big, long, drawn out process. And we've done everything we can to simplify that and make it clear for them.
Or they're just listening and they're not actually absorbing. That's something that I run into so often. I was just talking to an agent this past week who had just bought a home, and I'd asked her, hey, what loan program did you use? She had no idea.
Wow.
And so I'm like, what? That's a missed opportunity. You know, you need to know what loan programs, because that's not your last home you're going to buy. So something I always tell my clients, and it sounds corny, but I'm going to educate you first and foremost, because at the end of the day, this is your money. This is the big purchase. I want you to be so confident in your decisions that you don't hesitate once it's the right decision.
Yeah, I love it. If you guys can't see it, I can definitely feel it here, the passion that comes out when she starts talking about that. That's just another amazing thing about who you work with matters. And I just can't say enough about the partnership that we had. I'm so fortunate that we were able to work together and help just make an impact in more people's lives.
Absolutely, I agree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Loree, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and kind of go over this with us. If someone is interested in reaching out and learning more from you, how do they get in contact with you?
Absolutely. Obviously, it kind of depends on where the person is in their home purchasing journey. If they are a client of your guys's and they're definitely wanting to get pre-approved and look at their options, have their agent connect me. Or if it's someone on the listing side who wants to look at credit or looking at maybe even at refinancing, just connect with me on social media or through you guys as well. I'm always happy to field calls from pretty much any angle.
Awesome. Well, guys, reach out to us, reach out to Loree. We are here to help, and we are here to give you a plan. Like Loree said, with more tools in your toolbox, you have way more options, and that's really where all of this starts. We want to help give you a strategy so that you know what you can and can't do, and so you can make the right decision for you and your family. Thanks, Loree.
Thank you.